Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma practitioners, the name called Solomon one day came to city early in the morning. Then he saw his friend, goldsmith, who worked for King David's palace, was so disappointed, unhappy, sad, worried. And the boy Solomon went to him and asked, "What happened?" So this goldsmith told, "I am in trouble because this king gave me a ring and I have to write something to make him always happy. And when he saw that, he should be happy and it should not disturb him. It doesn't matter victory or failure. It doesn't matter whatever the situation in his life. When he see that, he should be okay. So I cannot find something to write." So then boy Solomon told, "Don't worry, just write this." The goldsmith was shocked. Then the Solomon told, "Write this. This too shall pass." So, dear devotees, whatever in our life, life is like a roller coaster. Things go always up and down. But you always have to remember, we keep move forward. No matter what, we keep moving forward. So then yourself, whatever the situations come to you, you experience it and you understand it. But always remember that experience come out of conditions. So by the time that all going to change. But the important part is what you can learn out of it. Because what you learn, whatever your inner behavior, the way you react to that, going to go with you. So then always, whatever the situations come to you, remember, get the best out of that situation and move forward. So our life is like a muddy lake. That muddy lake, what one time Buddha mentioned, it's our self view. This self-centered view is like a huge web net created by the greed, hatred, and the delusion mostly. So then with this self-centered mind, whatever we experience, it always somehow try to get something related to greed, hatred, and the delusion. So this practice help us to little by little purify ourselves and get out of it and nourish your heart with all the profitable skills. So it is a method that you have to develop. One is get out of all the unnecessary unprofitable skills. Another thing is developing all the good profitable skills in you. And that all should be in your mind. So when it comes to that, we have a purpose to do this all. That purpose is attaining to the ultimate bliss of Nibbana. So that is our highest purpose. But on that journey, in this tranquility state, in this conventional life, and we have to have a very comfortable, undisturbed life. And at the same time, you have to remember, you should not live for the world. You have the husband and wife. You live with the husband and wife, never live for the husband and wife. You have children and parents, never live for the children or never live for the parents. You live with them. And you live with the world, never live for the world. It is two different way of living. Why? Because end of the day, this everything going to go away. And then you have to move forward just by yourself. That is the bottom line. So when you move forward by just by yourself, because there is a moment come, no one can help you. You have to tackle everything by yourself, only by your own skills, only by your own wisdom. Even though other people love you, help you, even though other people and have think about you, even though other people have the compassion about you, there is a moment come, no one can come to the middle of you and help you. This by yourself you have to handle. We all have that moment. So then in day-to-day life, you remember yourself. When you live for yourself, you get prepared for that. How you can prepare for that? Strengthening your wisdom. To strengthening your wisdom, in the beginning you have to strengthen your awareness, understanding. It is not just the knowledge. Knowledge is important, but mostly that knowledge conventional. Beyond the knowledge, to gain this wisdom, we have to be very clear with our mental practice. So that's why we keep practice this tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation, giving you that strength and providing that opportunity for you. Because end of the day, that will be your strength. That will be your guardian angel. That will be your light that show the path yourself to move forward. And if you develop that little by little, and you will can find the purpose deeper in you and get nourished out of it and become better day by day. So when it comes to Buddha's teaching, one time Buddha mentioned there are 5 things that you have to be very clearly understand. It is mostly invisible, but we all experience that. If you able to understand these 5 things, and you become very successful in this spiritual path. So as you know, these senses, these faculties, these physical faculties we have, we can see things and we can experience things in this world because of these senses and faculties. And we can grab, your eyes can grab the colors or the pictures or the light. Your ears help to experience the sound. Nose help to experience the aroma. Tongue help you to experience the taste. Body help you to experience the sensation. And the mind will help you to experience all the phenomena or the dharmata. But there is something invisible deeply. It is kind of like a senses. It also like a faculty. So if you able to understand that, then that will be the end of this sansaric journey. So it's mainly, it also introduced as a faculty, and it also introduced as a senses. So one is the physical pain. So the physical pain and the physical comfort. So it is invisible. Kaikang dukkang. Kaikang asatang. So the kaikang dukkang mean the physical pain. Asatang the kind of like unpleasant feelings. And this all the physical pain, unpleasant feelings, tightness, heaviness, that everything in our body, but it is invisible. But sometimes it work as a faculty and sometimes it work as a senses. And also kaikam sukham, the physical comfort. So the physical discomfort, physical pain, and the all the physical feelings that brings you unsatisfaction or the unhappiness is one thing. It's called kaikam dukkha. And the physical comfort that bringing kaikam sukham, kaikam satam, the physical comfort and the the good feelings and the satisfaction, these things also arise in the body. So it is invisible, but sometimes it comes. It comes out of the body. So then Buddha said, when there is a physical discomfort and the physical unsatisfaction, any physical pain, anything arise physically that make you not happy. Now always remember there is a foundation for that. But the thing is this, when a physical pain arises to us, so what we does, we don't look for the foundation, we just react to it. So, but that's why you cannot find the another thing is when there is a physical comfort, a discomfort arise, and sometimes mostly we look outside reason for that. But what the Buddha said here, it is not the outside reason. There is a foundation for that. Another thing is there are that invisible reasons that you cannot see for that discomfort or the satisfaction. This is physical. And physical discomfort or the physical comfort, physical unhappiness or physical happiness, physical unsatisfaction or physical satisfaction. For this all whatever arise in your body, there is a foundation for that. There is a reason for that, which you don't see. Another thing is that all arise in the body, not coming from outside reason. It arises in the body. So then as example, when you have a physical pain like a back pain, and sometimes you think, I have this back pain, I want to check my horoscope, and then you go to the horoscope reader and he tell, oh, this time that the stars in the bad place within few days it going to change, also like that. So see that you put that entire universe as a reason for your back pain. So and sometimes the people have the different places in your body, the different planets name. And then if you have a pain in something in that pain, then related to that place, you count that star or the planet, and then you think there's a universe or this planetary system going some in a bad way, and it giving a bad effect for you. So there are people practice like that. It's nothing. But here, what the Buddha saying, when something arises in the body, that pain is like a faculty, that pain is like a sensor. And remember There is a foundation for that. And there is a reason for that. And that all reason or the foundation in the body, not outside the body. It doesn't matter whatever the physical pain or physical satisfaction. And there are three things. And one is that whatever discomfort or the satisfaction, the physically, aswada. The aswada is a kind of like a rising, beginning, and adinava. So adinava means that change. And the third one, nissarana, disappearance. The whatever the physical pain or the pleasant or unpleasant pain has these three natures: rising and existing and disappearance. And it arises with the reason related to the body, not the outside world. And what the Buddha is saying, if anybody can see this, that is the end of the sansaric journey. So see, that's nothing to do with the anything outside. That's why it is observing that is why in Vipassana it's called inside meditation. So you recognize what is happening inside. And when the pain comes, when this physical discomfort happens, see what we does. We think it's the reason because of this outside world. And what we does, we change a lot of things and we struggle with the world. And then we find the comfort, but we don't see how that comfort also change. But here what the Buddha said, for discomfort and the comfort, both, the reason in the body, and the other thing is there is a foundation in the body, and that all arising, existing, and disappearing. So if anybody can see that, that person can end the pain. It doesn't matter the pain or pleasure, that is the end. And other one is somanassa. Somanassa dukkang, somanassa asatang, and domanassa dukkang, domanassa asatang. So somanassa is satisfaction. So somanassa is a mental satisfaction. So whatever you mentally satisfied, and sukhang satang. So whatever mentally you satisfied, and that there is a reason in your body, in your mind, and there is a foundation in your mind. And it is not happened because of the outside. So another thing is that all the mental satisfaction arise in the body, existing in the body, in the mind, disappearing in the mind. So all the mental unsatisfactions arise in the mind, arise in existing in the mind, and disappearing in the mind. So whatever mental satisfaction or whatever mental unsatisfaction, whatever mental comfort or whatever mental discomfort, that everything has a reason in the mind, not somewhere else. So if anybody can see that, that is the end of the mental dissatisfaction or the mental satisfaction. And there are three ways it arises, exist, and disappear. It never going to be forever. And when it exists, the arising arises by itself, not because of something else. And it exists itself, and it disappear itself. When it disappear, it never going to leave anything there. Itself, it disappear completely 100%. So now you hearing this, my voice. And when you hear the bell sound, the my voice you heard that previously completely left your mind. It didn't stay there. And then after that, when you come to that the bell sound, and it completely stay there, and then when it disappear, it never leave anything there. So that mentally the same, whatever thought arise, moment by moment, satisfaction or dissatisfaction, mental happiness or mental unhappiness, it arises in the body, and there is a foundation for that. They don't think it arises just by mistake. That sometimes we think, when the pain come, or even that whatever come, that the unsatisfaction arise in our mind, and we keep neglecting, and then what will happen? It becomes stronger. The suffering is the first noble truth that we cannot you know neglect. When it come to the Buddha's teaching, the main foundation is suffering. It is there. Don't think it is not there. That's why the Buddha come, and that was the very first time Buddha said, there is suffering. So you cannot beat that. It is nothing, there is nothing that personally you can beat something. That is the worldly nature. We came out of it. So then understanding it, recognizing it, where it and how it happening, and that understanding itself giving you the path to exit it. So there are ways, physically and mentally. And then there's another thing is neutral feeling. It's called upekka. So the upekka means physical and mental both come together, and sometimes dukkang asatang, and sometimes physically and mentally both together come, and it's interconnected and giving the feelings. In that moment, it's kind of like a neutral feeling. But when some feelings arise with the body, it mainly you can recognize. When some feelings arise only in the mind, then you can recognize. But whatever you experience, if it is physical feelings, remember, maybe it take time to observe and understand. Why? Because in this conventional life, we used to live with others, and we used to get the comfort with other things, and we believe, and we are in a kind of like a muddy lake, and thinking that everything happened because of these outside things. So because of that, our inner awareness we lost. So that's why through meditation, little by little, we try to tune to that frequency. So once you tune to that frequency, when any physical sensation or when any physical comfort or any physical discomfort arise, rather than looking for outside reason, you start to observe that inner feelings. And then you're not going to worry about it, or you're not going to be too happy about it. Why? Because you know it has a nature. What is the nature? It arises itself and exists itself and disappear itself without leaving anything. So once you know that, just imagine you observe it, you recognize whatever the mental pain, happiness or unhappiness, arise itself, exist and disappear itself. Once you know that, what will happen? So naturally, you're not going to react to that. You become naturally calm down. You're not going to worry about that. And you're not going to be happy about that. And you're not going to hold it to that. You're not going to clinging to that. So in the present moment, you observe that, and then that understanding itself help you to get out of the desires. Because naturally, then why we have the desires? Looking for physical or mental satisfaction. But once you deeply experience this, in the moment, your mind naturally get out of that the strong desires that we bound to this unseen future world. So in that very moment, your mind itself experience the freedom from any satisfaction or dissatisfaction, physically or mentally. Of nibbana that you can experience, but deeply we maintaining rather than understanding and seeing it. We trying to maintain day by day changing things. We try to maintain. So maintaining means you feeding to it, but through the meditation, little by little, if you able to experience that and recognize it and see the behavior of it, and then you're going to see it. You can see it. So it is there. So that's why Buddha said, if you able to give some times and practice yourself, and you will experience that. But sometimes we come to point, why then the people cannot see it? And one time a Buddha visited the village, and then there was a person came and asked, Venerable Sir, you tell that everyone can attain to Nibbana, but why people don't attain to Nibbana? So then the Buddha told him, go around the village and make a list what they want. And the person thought it was something kind of like a Buddha going to give a, you know, uh, kind of like a donation or any charity service. So this guy went to, it was a small village. This guy went and make a list everybody and knocked the door and asked, oh, what you want in your life? And they used to give told, oh, I want a cow for me. Oh, I want a paddy field for me. Bull cart for me. It's bull cart that time was kind of like, the uh, tell that things, and this guy collected that all the list at all. Okay, read it. And then Buddha asked, see, that morning you asked me that why people are not attaining to enlightenment. Because look, they look for bull cart, and they look for cows, and they look for paddy field, and no one in that list, no one look for enlightenment or the nibbana or the liberation. So Buddha told him, that's why, because if you don't look for that, you don't find it. So then when it come to your life, take some time. It's okay. It's like how the the goldsmith purify the gold. Iron smith, how to beating the iron, burning the iron, and putting to the water again and again. Take days by days to bring something, and the clay potter take time to get the right, the whatever the clay pot he want, and a sculpture And he used different tools and cut all the unnecessary things to bring whatever the the picture out of the piece of rock. So like that, take your time and spend some time yourself and do everything and find what you really want. Once you find that, remember, you can see it. But mostly in deeply, we just practice meditation and we do things in day-to-day life and we listen to Dhamma, but deeply in our heart, in our mind, in our life, we have different plans. So sometimes that's why mostly we cannot reach to the bottom line. But at least listening is good. But remember, this human life that you have, and no one can guarantee that you're going to get it again. The ear that you hearing this, the eyes that you seeing this, the knowledge that you have, the wisdom you accumulated so far in your life, maybe tomorrow you hit your head somewhere that everything disappear. And maybe this eye anymore you cannot see. When you wake up tomorrow, your eyes anymore, your ears anymore not going to be like this. So maybe your nerve system shut down itself, and maybe your own immune system start to attack you. And then where you can get this kind of opportunity? So that's why, even though you live in this world, don't live for the world, and you live for your liberation. You live for your enlightenment. You live for your ultimate bliss of Nibbana, and keep your path for that and work for that. And then whatever that your bodily, verbally, and mentally actions going to be successful conventionally, and it give the benefit to yourself and for others. And at the same time, you will reach to the your goal. So you have to reach to it before you die. At least have a clear path yourself and die with that clarity. And then wherever you go, you become with that clarity. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayu sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.